Am I on? Am I live? Is this thing on? Yes, okay. This is Bruce, and today I'm going to be talking about actually, I'm going to do live research of getting a job with an H2B visa. And the reason I want to do this is, hold on, let me show you what I see. So you see that there's an actual reason why I'm actually doing this particular topic. Let's switch to another screen here. Alright, so here's the reason I'm doing it on this channel. Been getting a lot of questions. I've been very busy with another channel that my wife and I do. But I'm going to start diving into the content for this channel. And so one of the channels I got was from Gurmesa Nararam. I hope I pronounced that right. But he says, or she says, "Hi, I need a job in companies through an H2B visa. I'm kind and I'm understanding with what my boss says. Please send me info and email me at this address." Okay, so I'm gonna do a live research. This is what I would do if I was in your situation, Gurmesa, or anyone else who wants to work in the U.S. on a H2B visa. Now, I'm just going to be very frank with you. I don't know much about the H2B visa. I've known people who had an H1B visa. I know that it has something. In fact, let's just research it real quick. An H2B visa. What is it? So an H2B visa, if you didn't know, I didn't know, is a temporary work visa for foreign workers with jobs for seasonal non-agricultural work in the U.S. Alright, so let's just dive into this. Let me show you what I would do to research this particular topic. So the very first thing I would do is, I would Google it, you know. So I already typed it in here. Find a job H2B visa. Now in your country, one thing to consider is that Google's is location specific. So if you want a job in that country, you probably want to go to the Google that's in that country. So google.com or Google, I don't know if Google has a .co.us, but google.com specifically, like if you're in the UK, there's a google.co.uk, right? If you're in Japan, there's a google.co.jp. You don't want to do that one. You want google.com because that's the one in the US. You want the US Google. And so that's, real quick, let me see if there's a google.co for the US. Let me see. google.co.us. Nope, there's not one. But you definitely want to go to google.com, not google.co.jp. Not that, all right? Because this one searches in the U.S. All the top searches are mostly from the U.S. All right, so let me see what we have here. Let's look at our results. Indeed.com, H2B job employment. Indeed.com is a big job search website in the U.S. If you didn't know. This one is not the biggest. I'm going to take you to the biggest one next. But this one right here is very good. And what you can do is you can just type in whatever job. Let's say you did networking. H2B network. Right? And so they're looking for quality assurance engineers, H1B, H2B, E3, TN1, marketing, community recruiters. So we probably need to be more specific. We probably want to say computers, because they're probably thinking network is in like dealing with people. We're not talking about that. And so here's one, configuration manager. This is probably not a good search because there's not many results coming up. So let's just do this one, H2B computers. So there's research assistant, there's H1. The point is there's a lot of jobs where people are specifically looking for your talents. The problem is a lot of people don't know how to look. And they don't know how to look, and then when they find it, they don't know how to apply. thing is, you want to apply to as many of these jobs as possible that you're qualified for. That's what I do to find jobs. Now, let me show you something else here. The top job site in the US is called LinkedIn. So I'm going to take you to the LinkedIn site. Bear with me here real quick. So here's a page that I created a while ago. I just wanted to show how to use this site. So what you want to do with this particular LinkedIn site, it's like a social networking for people who want to find jobs. So a lot of employers come here. It's very effective, and it's even more effective than Monster.com, which is very big in the US, Indeed.com, which is like a search engine for jobs in the US. This is the biggest one. So if you have an H1B, H2B, whatever, if you're from another country, you want to work here in the US, this is the first place I would go. I would probably get into one of these groups. I don't know if these, well, these aren't groups. Okay, so let's just go ahead and search H2B. And there's actually, normally there's like groups for each specific, there we go right there. See that? US H2B jobs, visa jobs. And as you can see, this is pretty active. It's got 531 members. So we just go here, we go ahead and check it out. And normally what happens is recruiters and employers will actually post jobs here, and they'll be talking back and forth with different folks. Let's just go back here and I'll show you a couple of other things. You can also just go straight through and find jobs that are applicable for H1B. And I'm actually not seeing anything for H2B. Let's try H1B. Nothing. Okay, people. So there's lots of different ways to interact with people who have who are looking for H1B. Look, IT recruiter for USA and H1B, H2B, EB5. I don't even know what that is. Visa consultant. This guy's, I guess, is a visa consultant. The point I'm trying to make is that there's lots of ways that you can interact with other people who are in this, either the same situation or even actually looking for somebody with your skills. What you want to do on this site, though, one of the most important things you want to do is actually create a profile. You want to have a picture of yourself, of course your name, you want to have your certifications if you have any, you want to put your degree, you want to put your job description in here, be as descriptive as possible. That's what I would do. I just wanted to show you what I would do if I was in your situation. If I had an H2B, I was trying to move to the United States. Hell, if I was trying to move to England, anywhere, this site is good for any country. Another thing that you can do is go to Visa Journey. Visa Journey has a lot of great stuff for visa holders. Mainly it focuses on K1 visas, K2 visas, I think student visas, but you can also find people talking about H2B visas who are either in the country, in the US right now, who have a job. I don't know that they have a lot of employers, but this is mostly for the process of getting the H2B visa. So this one's more for the process. The job ones are going to be Indeed.com. The other one is LinkedIn.com. Those are the top two, but you can also look on Monster.com. That's also a great site. So I hope that I answered your question. Let's go back to the question here. I'm just going to go ahead and like that. And I'll try to answer more questions about finding a job in the U.S. We've got plenty of other questions here that I've abandoned. So I'm going to do better about actually getting solutions to these and answering very honestly about it. Again, I'm not a visa consultant. I'm not a lawyer for visas, anything like that. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was in your situation, Gurmesa. If I was in your situation, I would search those sites that I just showed you, because those are the same resources that us as the people here in the U.S. that are in the know. Those are the ones that we use to get jobs on a regular basis. And I know for a fact that they hire a lot of people from overseas, that they just need resources in certain countries sometimes. Like a company, sometimes you'll be surprised how many U.S. companies international companies are in your country that go on these sites, on LinkedIn, on Indeed, looking for somebody with your skills. So you want to go on those sites and make a profile and search it and then apply for as many jobs as possible every day. That's what I did. That's what I do to find jobs when I'm unemployed, when I'm in between jobs. So that's it. Make sure you like and subscribe. Subscribe. Where is it? It's right here. Subscribe now, and I'll be doing more content like this or whatever kind of content you guys want for this channel. We're gonna decide it this month, so next month. All right. So that's it. Talk to you later.